Hello and welcome to the Big Orbit's unboxing video of the new Cardfight Vanguard Fighters Collection 2017. My name is James and I will be going through these boxes today, opening them and talking about the cards inside. So these are 3 cards per pack. There'll be 1 GR, I think there's 7 triple Rs in the box, 3 GRs and 20 double Rs. And all double Rs are heal triggers with abilities. All triple Rs are G-Guardians and all GRs are the new strides with the Generation Break 8. So to start off, I will go through this. And first of all, we have Great Nature's heal trigger, Refugee Spangled. So she has Auto Soul Blast. When this card is discarded from hand, for the cost of calling Sheltered Heiress Spangled from your G-Zone, if the number of cards in your damage zone is 1 or less, you may pay the cost. If you do, countercharge 1. Oh, sorry, face-up cards in your G-Zone is 1 or less. Sorry about that. So if you've used up all your counterblast, countercharge. Meditate Draco Kid for Narukami, Soul Blast 1. When this card is discarded for the cost of Sky Guardian, Supreme Dragon, Impede Dragon from your G-Zone, if the number, oh, so it's the same thing. If the number of cards in your damage zone is 1 or less, with face up, then you get to countercharge 1. And the first GR is for Bermuda Triangle, Festival Finale Final Priscilla. She has Generation Break 8, choose a card from your hand to discard it. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, return all your rear guards to hand, choose up to 5 cards from your hand, call them separate rear guard, and they get plus 5,000 power until the end of turn, which is very nice considering your cards will probably also have other bouncing abilities, which will allow for a lot of waves of attacks. And Witch of Great Talent Laurea for Genesis. When this card is discarded for the cost of calling Witch Queen of Accomplishment Laurea from your G-Zone, you may put this card into your soul. Good way to fuel the soul. Lozenge Magus Fine. Choose a grade 1 card from your hand and discard it. When this card is discarded for the cost of calling Preserving 1 Lozenge Magus Apex from your G-Zone, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card. And the G-Guardian Holy Beast Divine Maskull with Generation Break 8, and choose a G-Guardian from your G-Zone to face up. When this card is placed on Guardian Circle, if there is a rear guard in your front row, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets plus 10,000 shield. So finally, a G-Guardian that a Sanctuary Guard can use well, because it only requires 1 rear guard and it doesn't require grade 2s, which Sanctuary Guard usually work with grade 1s. And for Pale Moon is Psycho Magician Coldheart, who has the same thing as Laurea, where he goes into the soul. Elixir Liberator, Soul Blast 1 when this unit, okay, so it's the same as the countercharging ones. And another GR, Rikudo Stealth Dragon Rokushikirakan. Yeah. Anyway, with Generation Break 8, he has, when your opponent's unit is placed on Guardian Circle from your hand, you may Counterblast 1 or Soul Blast 1. If you do, your opponent chooses 2 cards from his or her hand and discards them. That is a very strong ability and one I'm very scared of. So he doesn't gain any power, but he's getting rid of shield, which is the same thing basically. Because it doesn't only work for his attack, it also works for when your rear guards attack. Yeah, so it's just a very nasty ability. Oh, I did make a little bit. There was one lie in that beginning bit. The Cray Elementals, I forgot about this, they are all double Rs and they're not all heal triggers. None of them heal triggers. 2 of them strides and 1 of them is a G-Guardian. So we have Heat Elemental Merindol. Act Vanguard Circle once per turn. Choose a face down card from your G-Zone and turn face up. Until end of turn, this unit gets, when this unit's attack hits a Vanguard, choose 1 of your rear guards and it gets plus 5,000 for each face up card in your G-Zone until the end of turn. So this is meant for clans who maybe struggle with G-flipping early on in the game, because you're trying to, the whole point in this set is to get up to GB8. So this will allow clans who don't have very good options, or maybe sub-clans don't have very good options to G-flip early on. So he's good for that. Put him there. And Saving Dolphin, who is for Dimension Police, has the countercharge ability. And Kinesis Mega Trick Cold Heart. So he has Generation Break 1, choose a G Guardian from your G zone and turn it face up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, if there are cards of 4 or more different grades in your soul, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets plus 15,000 shield until the end of turn. Not a terribly hard thing to pull off, especially in Harry. And even in Silverthorns, it's not too hard to pull off either. And Lights That Lights Up Demise, Karina, who has the countercharge ability and is a Link Joker. Secretive Stealth Rogue Hagino. When this card is discarded from hand for the cost of calling Ambush Demon Stealth Rogue Shira Hagino, you, from your G zone, choose a normal unit from your drop zone and you may put it to the bottom of your deck. From what I can remember, maybe Neo Nectar have this one too, but from what I can remember, this may be a unique thing only for Murakumo, but we'll see. And then our other GR is Conquering Supreme Dragon Closer Dragon. So he has Generation Break 8. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, retire all rear guards of all fighters, bind all the cards in your opponent's drop zone face up, and until the end of turn, this unit gets continuous. All your units get plus 2,000 for each card in your opponent's bind zone. That's a really, really nice ability, especially against Link Joker. Sorry, not Link Joker. Grand Blue, who have been doing really well lately. The only problem is getting to GB8 against Grand Blue because they are quite pressuring. But yeah, it's a really nice ability if you can pull it off, getting rid of their whole ability to cool things anymore, which is really nice. And we have Good Luck Smile Zashi Kihime for Nubutama, who has the Drop 1, Draw 1 ability. Medical Specialist Vincent for Dark Regulars, who has the Go Into Soul ability. And Guard Leader of the Sky and Water, Ihones for Aquaforce. He has Generation Break 1, Counterblast 1, choose a face down G Guardian from your G zone, turn it face up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 5 of your rear guards and they get Continuous Resist and Continuous Rear Guard Circle. This unit cannot be hit, and this unit gets plus 5,000 shield for each chosen unit. So giving him a 25k shield, possibly, plus 25k shield, not 25. Black Medic Elileth is the countercharger for Angel Feathers. Artillery Dragon Flint Enclo is the drop and draw for Tachikaze. And Preserving 1 Lozenge Magus Apex, who has Generation Break 1, Counterblast 1, choose a face down G Guardian from your G zone and turn it face up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put 1 card from among them into your hand, and put the other from among them onto the bottom of the deck. I kind of wish she had more of a defensive purpose. I know drawing 1 card is alright, but I wish she gained shield as well as that. But well, she's alright, I suppose. But I think they have better options with the Amaterasu and Ichibiyoshi Stride G Guardian. Time Etching Maiden Aluru. When this unit is discarded from hand by calling the cost of Time Maiden of Eternity Aluru from your G zone, choose a normal unit from your drop zone and you may put it to the bottom of your deck. Okay, so it wasn't unique to Hagino, but I remember there aren't that many who have it. Air Elemental Ractome. Choose a card from your hand, discard it. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card. And she's a Cray Elemental, so she's from all clans. So not a great G Guardian, but still nice to have generic G Guardians. And can be good for things like Shadow Paladin, who work off Ritual. Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon Blazing Burst Dragon. Okay, so there are more GRs in this than I thought there would be. It's changed from the previous Fighters Collection then. So this one's for Kagero, and he has Vanguard Circle, Generation Break 8. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, retire all of your opponent's rear guards, and all of your rear guards gain plus 10,000 power until the end of turn. If 3 or more units were retired, this unit gets plus 10,000 power and plus 1 critical. Not bad. I think Kagero have deserved a field wiping ability for quite some time, seeing as they are the main retirers, well, at least they used to be, and then some clans started to get even better than Kagero, so it's nice for them to have one, even if it is Generation Break 8. Witch of Heresy Gelido for Shadow Paladin has the drop and draw ability. Cherry and Blossom for Neo Nectar have the same ability as Hagino, putting a card to the bottom of the deck, so I thought Neo Nectar had it as well. And Barrage Giant Cannon Bullish Primer. He has Generation Break 1, choose a face down G-Guardian from your G-Zone to the face up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield until the end of battle for each of your open rearguard circles. So it's the opposite of Ionis, where it would be working off full ones. This guy's working off empty ones, which isn't very hard in Tachikaze. And Reserve Linus, he goes into the soul when you discard him, and he's for Spike Brothers. Officer Cadet Iones, he's a drop and draw, and he's for Aquaforce. And Witch Queen of Accomplishments Laureate. Generation Break 1, choose a G-Guardian from your G-Zone to the face up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose 2 or more if you do, choose 2 or more, up to the total of 3 normal units with the same grade from your drop zone or soul. Return them to your deck, and this unit gets plus 5,000 until the end of turn for each card returned, and shuffle your deck. Okay, that was worded a bit strangely, but we got there in the end. Probably go through these a bit faster, seeing as we've seen so many of the heal triggers. Yep, so Cold Heart, Flint Anklo, and Genesis Machine Deity Alt Fielder for Link Joker. He has Act once per turn, Generation Break 8, Counterblast 1, choose 2 cards from your hand and discard them. Choose up to one of your opponent's open rearguard circles. For each card in his or her damage zone, your opponent chooses a card from his or her hand and puts it on that rearguard circle as locked. I'm just making sure I read that correctly. Your opponent chooses one. Yeah, okay. So, it's not gaining any power, but your opponent, again, is losing cards from hand, so it's essentially the same thing, especially if they're on 5 damage. Losing 5 cards from hand, very nasty. Bernard the Ghosty has the drop and draw ability. Saving Dolphin. Jinx Stealth Fiend Zashi Kahime has Generation Break 1, choose a G-Guard from your G-Zone to the face up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, your opponent chooses a card from his or her hand, and he or she may discard it. If he or she did not discard it, this card gains plus 20,000 shield. So it's a good chance that your opponent will discard, because that is a lot of shield, and your fate is basically decided by how your opponent wants to act during that, which I kind of like, but can be a bit unreliable. Hagino, Gelido, Destruction Tyrant Vulcan Tyranno. He has Engorge and Generation Break 8. When your rearguard is retired, choose up to one of your opponent's rearguards and retire it. Choose one of your rearguards, and that unit gains plus 10,000 shield until 10,000 power until the end of the turn. So retiring and gaining power is always very, very nice. Uluru, Extreme Battler Gun Seal for Nova Grappler. Has the Soul Blast 1 to countercharge 1. And Sky Guardian Supreme Dragon Impede Dragon. Generation Break 1, choose a face down G-Guardian from your G-Zone to the face up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, your opponent chooses one of his or her rearguards, retires it, binds it face up, and if the number of rearguards is less than your opponent's rearguards by 2 or more, your opponent chooses one of his or her rearguards and retires it. So 2 retires potentially for just G-Guarding, puts you at a good advantage next turn, because you won't have to be retiring as many cards And this isn't a counterblast or soul blast or anything, so it's cost free. Bermuda Triangle gets Happy Roots Sandy, who is a draw and drop and draw even. Karina, Scream Dragon Master Droll Kimberly. She has Generation Break 8. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, choose up to 5 cards from your soul, call them to a separate rearguard circle, and until the end of turn, they gain plus 5,000 power. And Abyss Dragons. Oh, sorry. Until the end. Cool. And until the end of turn, they get 5,000 power and Abyss Dragon. They become Abyss Dragons. And until the end of that battle, this unit gets continuous. This unit gets plus 10,000 power for each Abyss Dragon on your rearguard circle. So she can get pretty big, considering you can make your guys Abyss Dragons anyway. But if you didn't call out if you didn't call out up to 5, but you already had Abyss Dragons on your field, she still gets the bonus. And Elileth again, Linus, Medical Studies of Extinction and Vincent. Generation Break 1, choose a face-down G-Guardian from your G-Zone, turn it face up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, Soul Charge 1, and this unit gets plus 5,000 power, 5,000 shield, until the end of battle for every 5 cards in Soul. So it works pretty well with Ammon, and also, it basically works well with Ammon and Shaharot, I guess. Not so well with Blade Wings, as Blade Wings do Soul Blast a lot. Loria, Gourmet Battler Relish Girl, choose a grade 1 card from your... Oh, so it's drop and draw for Mega Colony. And King of Interference Terrible Linus, Spike Brothers. Generation Break 1, choose a face down G-Guardian from your G-Zone and turn it face up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your rear guards and you may put it into the soul. This unit gets plus 10,000 until the end of the battle for every 2 open rear guard circles. So his ability is alright, but it doesn't... You can't get that extra 5 from the 5th open rear guard circle. But going to the soul is nice, as it works well with things like Miracle Ace. And Spangled again, Ractome. Suppression Mutant Deity Tyrantus is Mega Colony's GR. Generation Break 8, continuous, all your opponents' vanguards and rear guards lose their auto abilities and cannot intercept. All of your units get plus 5,000 power for each of your opponent's rested rear guards and vanguard. So that's quite nice. It's a pretty good power buff, but they kind of need it seeing as they don't have multi-attack really. But yeah, it's not the best thing in the world. Losing your auto abilities can help against things like Gurgwit or Angel Feather. But against Blade Wings, it does actually help the Blade Wings because they don't have to do the Soul Blast ability for Sullivan. It's an alright ability, but you don't need to rush to GB8 to get it because I guess it's a nice finisher because there's a lot of power. Elixir Liberator. Positive Draco Kid is Kagros with a Soul Blast 1 and Countercharge 1. And Meteor Kaiser Gundreed is for Nova Grappler, and he has Generation Break 1. Choose a face down G-Guardian from your G-Zone, turn it face up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your Vanguards until the end of turn. It gets, at the end of the battle, that this unit was attacked. If the attack did not hit, Countercharge 1. Okay, so that's quite nice. Till the end of turn, that's really nice actually. It's pretty good for Nova Grappler, seeing as Nova Grappler were the original sort of unflippers of resource managers. Merindor, Vincent, and Diabolist of Solicitation, Negranola, who's for Grand Blue. She has Generation Break 1, Soul Blast 1, choose a G-Guardian from your G-Zone, turn it face up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose 2 cards with different grades from your drop zone, and you can call them to Guardian Circle, which does also mean you can call the Perfect Guards, which is a very, very strong way a G-Guardian, as you can just nullify an attack through it. But sometimes you won't need to, and sometimes you can get enough shield otherwise, and you won't have to drop a card. Okay. Oops. Sandy, Karina, Impede Dragon. Can probably go through this box pretty fasty. Yeah, pretty fast. Vincent, yep. Sashikime, Cherry and Blossom, Terrible Linus, Merendal, Gunseal. Ooh, a new one. So Golden Knight of Link's Keltis Winner, and this is for Gold Paladin. Yes, Generation Break 8 and Unite. When this unit attacks, choose up to 4 of your rear guards, and until the end of the turn they get, at the end of the battle that this unit attacked or boosted, look at 2 cards from the top of your deck, call a card from among them to rear guard circle, it gets plus 5,000 power until the end of the turn, and put a card from among them into the bottom of your deck. So this can allow for quite a lot of extra attacks, because you attack with the front row of one column, which allows you to call one, and then you can boost later with the one behind it, and that allows you to call another one. So it is pretty nice. Oh, Maskel. He's the drop and draw for Royal Paladin. Snow Element Valanche has act once per turn, counterblast 1. If you have a heart card with 10,000 or less power, draw a card, and this unit gets plus 5,000 power until the end of the turn. And auto, when this unit attacks, hits a Vanguard, if you have a heart card with 10,000 or less power, choose up to 1 heal from your drop zone and return it to your hand. Okay, that's really, really nice. At least I think that's supposed to be heal. Yeah, I think so. Yes. It's kind of hard to tell because the little icon they used. But yeah, this is really, really nice for 10,000 power. It's really good for Legion, but I'll probably be using it for Salome for Jewel Knights. And Gundreed. Blossom Jamaica's fine. Beluru. Oh, yeah. Not too happy about this card, only because it's so good. So Dimensional Robo Overall Commander Ultimate Die King. He has Generation Break 8. When this unit attacks Vanguard, this unit gets plus 10,000 and plus 1 critical for each of your rear guards until the end of battle. At the end of the battle, if this unit's power is 80,000 or greater, all of your rear guards gain plus 10,000 power until the end of the turn for each of your criticals. So this is very, very strong. I know GBA is hard to get to, especially for Dimension Police, because they're more of an aggressive than a defensive deck. But yeah, this is very, very mean. I'm very upset. I'll be very upset if I ever have to go against this card, because it's just one of the best cards to use against it is actually Shiryuki, who's not a very used card these days. But yeah, if you're using Shiryuki, be sure to use her. Wait for this card to use her ability. And Gelido. Oh, the Witch Queen of Antiquity, Gelido. Choose a Generation Break 1. Choose a face down G Guardian from your G zone, turn it face up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to two of your grade 1 or less rear guards and move them to Guardian Circle. If you move 2 cards, draw a card. Not terrible, and it puts the ritual into your drop zone, I guess. Reserve Linus, Elixir Liberator, and Chief Deity of Heavens Amaterasu. She has Act, Vanguard Circle once per turn, Generation Break 8, Counterblast 1, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, put 3 cards from among them into your hand, and put each of the rest of the to the bottom of the deck in any order until the end of the turn. This unit gets Oracle. When this unit drive checks a trigger unit, all of your units in the front row gain plus 5,000 power until the end of turn. So it's okay in the power department, but the plus 5,000. The plus 5,000 is okay. The drawing 3 cards that late in the game, it's not really helping you. I feel like they could have sacrificed that for more scrying on the top of your deck or more power. Because sure, Oracle Think Tank is about power, drawing, but when you're in GB8, drawing that many is dangerous for you as well. Cold Heart, Anklo, and Flower Princess of Cherry. Kusterina? Generation Break 1, Counterblast 1, choose a face down G Guardian from your G zone to the face up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, until the end of the battle, this unit gets plus 5000 shield. Choose up to one card from your hand, call it to Rearguard Circle, and if you have 2 or more units with the same card name as that called unit, this unit gets plus 10,000 shield. So plus 15,000 shield. It's not too hard to pull off in Neonectar. And Meditate Draco Kid, LLF, and oh, this is one I do like actually because he's quite fun. Ambush Demon Stealth Dragon Mandela Rio. So he has once per turn an act, Generation Break 8, choose 2 cards from your drop zone and return them to the deck. Return them to your deck and search your deck for up to 2 cards with the same card name as this unit. Call it to separate Rearguard Circle until the end of turn. They get Shadow Stitch, Rearguard Circle, choose 3 cards from your hand, discard them. At the end of the battle that this unit, that your Vanguard attacked, if the attack did not hit, you may pay the cost. If you do, move this unit to in stand to Vanguard Circle and then shuffle your deck. So unfortunately, you can't attack with them and then move them unless you get some kind of stand trigger. But it's still a fun little ability. I quite like it, and yeah, it's not too hard to pull off. The fun thing is actually, if you are a Legion, which I believe Murikuma only has 1 Legion, but regardless, if you're a Legion and you choose your grade 2 as the heart, and you make your grade 2 as your Vanguard, you can ride a grade below your grade 3, and not only that, your opponent can't stride because then you're not on grade 3 anymore. So it's really fun for that. So yeah, that is all for these 3 boxes that I got. But yeah, remember that everything you see here can be bought and sold on bigorbitcards.co.uk. If you have any questions about the cards, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. If you want to give your comments on what you feel about Generation Break 8 and the new G Guardians, if you really are very scared of Ultimate Diking, then please support me. But yeah, that is everything for this week. Sorry, not this week, this set. We will be doing more unboxings of later sets, and I believe the next one is GBT11, which is the one that has lots of scary new Batama cards in it. So be sure to check that out, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!